Hey, I know.
You know what?
What you gonna say? And it's under control. So, no problem.
Right. How do you expect to get into college with grades like this?
No problem.
Huh?
See, I'm not going to college.
Damn right.
I am gonna get through high school. And then get a job like regular people.
Regular people?
Yeah, you know, who work in the gas station, drive a bus, something like that.
Today, we bring you heartbreaking news that has shaken Hollywood and fans across the globe. Actor, musician, and activist Malcolm-Jamal Warner, best known for his iconic role as Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, has passed away at the age of 54. A life that began in the spotlight as a teenage breakout star has ended in tragedy. Warner drowned while vacationing with his family in Costa Rica this past Saturday. According to local authorities and witnesses, the Emmy-nominated actor was pulled from the water by bystanders after being caught in a riptide. Despite frantic efforts to resuscitate him, he was pronounced dead at the scene. The official cause of death: asphyxiation due to drowning. He had been swimming with family members near Playa Dominical, a popular but often treacherous beach on Costa Rica's Pacific coast. The ocean was calm that afternoon, but unseen currents turned deadly. Malcolm-Jamal Warner was born on August 18, 1970, in Jersey City, New Jersey. Raised by a single mother, Pamela Warner, he found his calling early in life, first on the stage, then on national television. In 1984, at just 14 years old, he was cast as Theo Huxtable, the only son of Cliff and Claire Huxtable on The Cosby Show. The sitcom would go on to define a generation, breaking racial barriers and changing the face of American family television. Warner's performance, full of charm, comedic timing, and teenage authenticity, made Theo a household name. Viewers watched him grow up in real time, navigating crushes, high school challenges, and heartfelt life lessons. But Warner was never content being known for just one role. After The Cosby Show ended in 1992, he branched out, not just into acting, but directing, music, spoken word poetry, and advocacy. He starred in the sitcom Malcolm and Eddie, voiced the producer in The Magic School Bus, and more recently had recurring roles in Suits, Read Between the Lines, and The Resident. In 2015, he won a Grammy Award for Best Traditional R&B Performance alongside Robert Glasper and Layla Hathaway for Jesus Children, a tribute to the Sandy Hook elementary victims. He once said, "I've always believed in the power of storytelling, in all its forms, whether it's a sitcom, a song, or a poem. If it touches the heart, it matters." In recent years, Warner became known for something else: his intense privacy. He married a fellow artist, whose name he kept out of the press, and they had one daughter together. He rarely shared family moments publicly, but spoke openly about fatherhood being the greatest role of his life. In a 2023 podcast appearance, Warner said, "You work for decades thinking you're building a career, but then one day your child looks at you like you're their superhero, and you realize that's what legacy means." Just months before his passing, Warner launched a podcast called Not All Hood, focused on unpacking stereotypes around Black fatherhood, mental health, and masculinity. The show had just released its 6th episode, with guests ranging from social workers to athletes to fellow actors. He was working on a book of poetry, scheduled for release in 2026. Actor Morris Chestnut, who co-starred with Warner on The Resident, posted a heartfelt tribute. "He made every set feel like home, and he made me a better man, on screen and off. Rest well, brother." Thousands of tributes have poured in from across the entertainment industry. Viola Davis wrote, "The quiet strength, the brilliant mind, the legacy. Thank you for Theo, and thank you for being you." In a rare public statement, Bill Cosby called Warner's death a devastating blow. Through a representative, he said, "Malcolm was more than my TV son. He was like my real son, Ennis. Losing him feels like losing a piece of myself." He recalled how Warner would often call him old man during their later conversations, still respectful, still rooted in their bond from decades ago. Fans across the world, from Lagos to Los Angeles, Toronto to Tokyo, have lit candles, posted memories, and played reruns of The Cosby Show to honor Warner's memory. His funeral, according to family sources, will be private, but there are talks of a public memorial and tribute special airing later this year. Malcolm-Jamal Warner wasn't just a television star. He was a poet, a musician, a father, a husband, and a deeply thoughtful human being. He lived with intentionality. He protected his peace, and he reminded us that growing up in the spotlight doesn't mean losing your soul in it. He is survived by his wife, daughter, and a generation of viewers who saw in him a reflection of themselves: smart, funny, flawed, and ultimately human. In the end, perhaps it's fitting that Theo Huxtable, the boy who grew up in our living rooms, became the man who made the world just a little better, one story, one note, one smile at a time. Rest in power, Malcolm, and thank you for everything.